Uta Barth was born in Germany in 1958. She attended the University of California, Davis to obtain her bachelor's degree of arts, and then attained her Master of Fine Arts at the University of California, Los Angeles. She was an art professor from 1990 to 2008 at the University of California, Riverside, and currently lives in an apartment in LA, where she takes most of her photographs. Uta has said that she enjoys teaching photography because it forces her to put her thoughts on the subject into words. Uta said she truly began seeing when she was looking through the viewfinder of her camera. She considers herself a conceptual photographer and said, "My work is always first and foremost about perception." She wants the viewer to become aware of their own perceptual process and to stop thinking so much about the subject of the photo. She wants the viewer to interpret her photos as they see fit. Her most recent work, And to Draw a Bright White Line with Light, was created by opening and closing her curtains to adjust the lighting in her house. She received the John Simon Guggenheim Fellowship in 2004 by showing exceptional creative ability in the arts. In 2012, she was named a MacArthur Fellow for showing exceptional merit and promise for continued and enhanced creative work. The work was compiled by Blind Spot in New York into a book. Her collections have been displayed at the Tate Museum in London, the Museum of Modern Art, Metropolitan Museum of Art, and the Guggenheim Museum, to name a few. In this photo from her most recent collection, the lines are soft yet clean. The focus is solely on the lighting. She breaks her photography down to the basics and focuses on the elements that go into creating each photo. She doesn't worry about a specific animal, person, or the likes as a subject. Uta's photos fall under the interpretive category as they force the viewer to make a personal and subjective interpretations, almost like poetry. They also fall under the aesthetically evaluative photo category, which makes judgment about what is worthy of observation and contemplation. These photos from the collection, To Walk Without Destination and To See Only to See, offer up simple environmental surroundings as worthy for observation and contemplation. The photos show the scene from looking up and down, everything besides the ordinary straightforward that most people view while walking. I love the title of the collection, as it perfectly describes the photos found within it. They are photos of a destinationless walk in which Uta is looking to observe her surroundings through her camera lens. This photo is from one of her collections, Nowhere Near. This photo gives the feeling of warmth, and it reminds me of early mornings at my grandparents' farmhouse. The bright front lighting gives it a whimsical feel. These photos are from her collection, White Blind, Red Bright. They utilize mainly the color white with a hint of red as contrast. Most of the photos in the collection come in a series of multiple shots. Looking at each photo individually, you can interpret the actual subject differently. In this photo, looking at the shot on the far right, and only that, it looks to me like a snapshot of a bacteria on a microscope slide. In reality, it is the plant seen in the second photo from the left. This photo perfectly describes Uta's desire to make the viewer work to process what's seen in the image. This next photo reminds me of fireworks and shows again Uta's love of playing with lighting. It starts with a simple photo of a tree and turns into a fiery-looking contrast of black and yellow. This final photo drives home Uta's use of simplicity in her photos. The composition follows a grid-like look that is created by the use of lighting and shadows. Uta has a creative knack for taking simple to extraordinary and inspiring. Her work is important to photography as it reminds young artists of the importance of basic photographic elements and that simple can be a masterpiece.